Today, we hear a lot about passive income because by definition, it means that you're making money without doing any work to achieve that. But is passive income the real effortless cash flow that it's made out to be? Well, today we're going to be diving deep into the concept of passive income and working out what the truth is behind it and whether it's possible for you to achieve a passive income stream. If you're new to the channel, my name's James Eardley. I've built and scaled e-commerce businesses to 7 figures, and this has enabled me time and location freedom. And with these videos, I want to help you do the same. Firstly, I think we need to bust a myth that's quite common out there, and it's that income is completely passive from the start, and that's not the case. There are income streams that I have now in my life that are almost passive. I'd call them semi-passive because they only take probably 1% of the work that the entire business is doing to generate the income. However, it wasn't like that from the start. To generate this income stream that I would now call semi-passive, not fully passive, I needed to put in work and sacrifice for the first 6 months of that business's life for it to then become a semi-passive income stream for me. So I think what people get confused as when we talk about work smart, not hard, is that you absolutely still need to work hard from the very start, especially, but you need to work hard and work smart in order to create an income stream that will then pay you passively or semi-passively. I think the idea of passive income is so popular in today's world because, of course, it sounds like fast, easy money with the least amount of effort and sacrifice going in to generate that. And who wouldn't want some income streams that you can generate without putting the work in and without having to sacrifice anything to get there? And if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. And from my experience, you need to put work in first, front load, to get a passive income stream. And it's also important that you put the work into the correct type of business in order for it to turn into a passive income stream in the future. For example, if you decided that you were going to be a consultant that did consultancy work and you worked with companies and you were always on the phone with them to provide that consultancy services, no matter how hard you work up front, if your business is built around the purpose of you being in person and speaking and giving your time for money, you can never turn that into a passive or semi-passive income stream because it's always going to be determined by how much time you can put into that business for how much money you can make. So there are different types of business models that allow for passive income stream. And if you don't go into those type of business models, it doesn't matter how hard you work up front, it would never turn into passive income. So for example, the e-commerce business model that I use for my primary businesses, alongside the content that I produce, is able to become a semi-passive income stream. And that's because the type of business that we're building it means that I don't need to be tied. My time doesn't make any difference to the business outcome. So what we produce for customers is we get product delivered to their door that they purchase from our website. And at no point does that involve me as a business owner in that value transaction for that customer. So all I needed to do initially, I say all I needed to do, but it was hard work to get it sorted up front, was create the business, create the online store, the Shopify store, sign the suppliers, and then start running ads to get people to start buying those products. But once you've got that in place, that can then be done without needing you involved. And the final step to that is to automate that process by hiring virtual assistants that will service your customers, fulfill the orders, and manage the day-to-day activities of running that business. So it's crucial that you choose a business that allows you to take a step back from the day-to-day activities. And so you need to think about which business model you're going to go into if passive income is your goal. Now, for a step-by-step guide to create a passive income stream, as I mentioned before, the first thing you need to do is decide on what business model you want to go into. And the choice that you make on business model is going to be highly dictated by whether you want it to be a passive or semi-passive income stream for you in the future. So if that is a big goal for you, if you want to have money coming in no matter what you do, you can go and spend time with your family or work on different bits of a business that aren't reliant on you and the money could still come in. If that's really important to you and you want a life of freedom, which I'd 100% agree with, then from the start, you need to make that decision about which business you're going to go into. So there are options, and because of the world we live in now and so much business is done online, it is a fantastic time for you to be able to put together a passive income stream. So first of all, what I would do if I had my time again, I would start another e-commerce business, because I know that would be separating me from the income that I'm generating. And I'd first of all put together a limited company. So in the UK, you can go to Companies House and register a limited company. If you're abroad, have a look into the different legal entities that your government provides for a company. But the key is that you create a limited company, LLP, I believe it is in America, so that you have a separate legal entity that you do business with from yourself personally. And that means, for various reasons, it is much more beneficial. It means you're separated from the business. It also means that you have a limited company, which is what suppliers want to see before they'll work with you. So that's the first step. The second step is the crucial step to get a business bank account set up, because you need some way of taking in money. There's no point doing all of this work if you haven't got a business bank account to process money. So I'd recommend Tide. There are lots of digital banks these days. You haven't got to go into branch. So again, you're free to do all of your banking from your phone. Once you've got that business bank account, again, it keeps all of your finances separate from your personal life. And these are the first two steps that you can complete in the space of an hour or an afternoon, and you'll have the foundations ready for any business that you want to create. Next, you need to then decide what products you're going to sell if you're going to go down the e-commerce business route. And you need to decide which products you're going to sell based on data, so you know what products are selling already. And the way to do that is to go through the niche validation criteria that I've been through in other videos on my channel about how to choose a product. And essentially, you're making sure that there's enough customer demand, that the product is trending, and at least not trending down, that there's already competitors in the market, so you know that's already being sold, and the online-only competition is profiting. And also you need to make sure that the price is right. So always sell high-ticket products over £300 if you want an income stream that is more passive. There are other criteria that you need to check before choosing a product 100%. And as I say, that's a scope for a different video, but that is a big step involved in creating a passive or semi-passive income stream. Next, you build a Shopify store so that you can have a website to send traffic to send customers to, so that you can then sell the products on that website and then send the products out to the customers. Once you have a Shopify store built, you can then reach out to the suppliers of the products that you want to sell that are based in the same country as your customers. Because the key is that you've got suppliers and customers in the same country, because then you haven't got to worry about long delivery times and import tax and complexities. So make sure that you're getting suppliers that are in the same country as your customers, and then you can do as fast as next day delivery. You can have happy customers, people that aren't getting impatient waiting, and it gives you a lot less headaches as a business owner, meaning that you can have a more passive income stream and live a life that's more free, essentially is what we're doing it for. Once you have those suppliers signed, you can then set up your first ad campaigns, and I'd recommend Google Ads for high-ticket products instead of Facebook ads. So you create a first few campaigns that will start to get traffic to your store, and then you just need to keep an eye on the return on ad spend that you're getting to make sure that you're doing it profitably and you're getting customers profitably. Then once you have customers coming in profitably, this is where the game of business gets really exciting, because you can look at the numbers and realize that, okay, I'm spending £50 to acquire a customer through Google Ads, and I'm getting £300 average profit per order. Once you have that calculation working for your business, you want to spend as much money as you possibly can through Google Ads while achieving that same profitability, and you've got yourself an automated machine, an e-commerce business that will pay you no matter where you are in the world. So as I've alluded to a couple of times in this video, the true value of passive income comes from the fact that it frees your time up to spend it how you want. And if you want to spend that time with your family, if you want to be there for your friends and your partner, then you can do that. Also, if you enjoy working on certain aspects of the business, and that's where you get your enjoyment from in life, then you can choose to manage your day so that you're working on the things you enjoy and the day-to-day things are covered. And that is true freedom. It means you then have the power to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, be anywhere in the world that you want to be, and be with whoever you want to be with. And that is ultimate success. So that's my thoughts about passive income. Notice that I mentioned all of the pieces of work that you need to do to set one up. So it's not passive at the start, but after you've completed the work, after you've front-loaded the work and you've got the foundations in place, you have the foundations then for a passive or semi-passive income stream moving forward. So that's that for today's video, but just a quick note, if you're struggling to leave the traditional 9-to-5 route that we're all taught about, and you want to kickstart your journey out of a 9-to-5 grind and into an entrepreneurial pursuit that you could be passionate about, then I'd recommend clicking the first link in the description. Don't worry, it's a free link. It's not a paid course or webinar, anything like that. It's purely just a gateway to our Freedom Builders community, which is a community where we support each other, give each other tips, help each other out to pursue these entrepreneurial visions of the future that we have. And if you want to create a semi-passive, passive income stream, if that's your goal, then it's crucial to get around other people that are supporting you and can teach you along the way. That link's there if you need it, but feel free to ignore it if you don't feel that that is what you need. If you found value in today's video, then don't forget to hit that like button because it really helps out the channel and it makes me aware of what type of videos you like. Also, subscribe to join this community, not just a channel. We are building a tribe here of people that are passionate about entrepreneurship and want to better their lives for themselves and their family. And comment to let me know what you thought of the video and how you plan to build a passive and semi-passive income stream in your life. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. And as always, keep pushing forward. I'll catch you in the next video, and every step you take is another step towards your freedom. Cheers.